Ako po si Win Gatchalian at welcome sa For the Win, ang panalong-panalong podcast para sa mga lumalaban, bumabangon at syempre sa mga nagwawagi. Minsan, ang tunay na pagbabago nagsisimula sa isang simpleng tanong. Paano pa ba natin pwedeng ayusin ito? Ang guest natin ngayon, hindi lang siya nagtatanong. Gumagawa siya ng paraan. Gumawa siya ng app at higit sa lahat, dahil sa app niya, nakagawa siya ng pag-asa. Galing sa pamilya na magsasaka at guro, sumakay siya sa tren ng determinasyon. Walang shortcut, walang express lane. Yan ang kwento sa likod ng Rush PH app na tumutulong ngayon sa libo-libong commuters sa ating bansa. At ang coder nito, galing sa pamilyang puno ng sakripisyo pero mas pinatibay ng pag-asa. He grew up giving way to his younger siblings but never gave up on big dreams. Find out more about this passionate project turned public service platform from student achiever, app developer, and ultimate dreamer with a purpose. Joshua Bumanlag. Welcome Joshua sa For the Win podcast at maraming salamat sa pagdalo mo dito. Inspirasyon ka sa akin at inspirasyon ka sa maraming kabataan na gustong mag-develop rin ng mga app na makakatulong sa ating bansa.
Thank you rin po sa pag-invite.
At marami kasi akong, actually nabasa ko yung tungkol sa app mo sa internet and sabi ko nga kanina sa maraming versions yan in the past, no? May MMDA, may private pa, pero lahat namatay siya eh. So, yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. But before that, gusto kong malaman, ano ba yung mga code ng buhay mo? Meaning, ano yung mga principles na sinusundan mo in your life? Alam ko, bata ka pa, 23, but I'm sure may mga principles in life ka.
I think one of the most basic principles that I do in life is be grateful and be grounded. Because I think every day is a new day, and being in the tech world or being in this field sa computer is very different each day. So sometimes we go, may na-develop ako, tapos next day binabash ka na. Then next day, ang ganda ng nagawa mo, next day pangit ang nagawa mo. So
Grabe, no?
I'm being grateful for all of the opportunity, even though nung una passion project lang talaga eh. Ayun talaga yung parang vision ko moving forward. Pero nung bigla ako na-interview ng ABS, angas. My first very interview. Then biglang pagkakita ko ng comments na binabash ako. Actually, sobrang bagong-bago po eh. Kasi hindi ko pa po siya na-experience. Ganito pala yung nararamdaman pag nababash. So,
ako may araw-araw kami nababash. Talagang, ako minsan nakaka-hurtful, di ba?
Yes.
Minsan, nafe-feel ko na nakaka-down.
Yes.
Pag binasa mo, parang, lalo na sa umaga, buong araw mo, wala na eh. Parang sira na buong araw mo. But that's a fact of life now dahil of the internet.
And that's why I need to be grounded as well. Kaya sabi ng mom ko, sabi ng dad ko, huwag mo napansinin. Just focus on your work. Just focus on your journey. Everything will fall into place.
Maganda yung sinabi mong grateful. I think yan ang nakakalimutan ng tao ngayon, to be grateful. To be honest about it. Most often than not, nakikita nila yung mali, pero hindi nakikita yung tama. No? Kagaya in your case, yung app mo, hindi nila nakikita na on your own passion. Sarili mo. Hindi naman to binayaran ka. Wala namang nag-utos sa'yo. Ginawa mo yan para makatulong sa tao. But sad to say, nakikita ng iba yung bad side, kung meron man, no?
Yes.
And doon nag-uumpisa yung mga bashing. But tama ka, we have to be grateful in all things.
Tama.
Yeah. So, before doing this app, ano ba yung preparation na ginawa mo? Anong coding o when I say coding, brain coding na ginawa mo at preparation na ginawa mo para ma-develop mo itong app?
I think the first very step is to find the problem itself. So going back to my journey, I recently went to Singapore Just vacation with friends and my girlfriend kasi
May girlfriend ka na?
yes.
Sana all, no?
Para aliw-aliw. Then, doon ko na-realize nung una, di ako naniniwala. Sobrang ganda doon ng transport
Oo,
system.
maganda talaga.
Then sabi ko sa sarili ko, what if we had this something in the Philippines? Then, I validated the problem. Ito yung pinakamahirap yung pag-validate tong problem. I interviewed during my commute a lot of people. Like, may katabi ako, Kuya, ano ba to? Gusto mo bang malaman yung oras na ito? Sabi ko, nung una, weirdo pa sila sa akin. Tapos, sabi nila, naman kasi ganito, nakakatulong. I interviewed senior citizen, students, working people, kahit yung nagtatrabaho sa kahera dun sa mga stasyon, kinakausap ko eh. Then doon na nagsimula yung rush. The validated problem is they don't know when, so they don't know how to plan ahead of time.
Oo nga. Kasi nauubos yung oras ng tao.
True,
diba?
tama po.
Imagine mo, lalabas ka sa kalsada, mag-aantay ka ng public transport, ubos na yung oras mo. Diba? As opposed to kung alam mo kailan dadating.
Tama po. Napaplan ahead mo na yung gusto
pwede ka muna sa office, tsaka ka lalabas para sumakay ng public transport.
And lalo na yung maulan po ngayon. So, parang super helpful daw sa kanila yung may ganun. Kaya simula nun, nung ginawa ko na siya, nag-plot lang ako Friday to Monday, dire-diretso po yun. Talagang ginawa ko po siya. With the help of AI, sobrang bilis na po eh. So, 4 days, I developed the app.
4 days na-develop mo yung app?
4 days po.
Sinulat mo yun?
Yes
in
po.
4 days? Ano nakatulong in AI?
With the help of AI, I think giving the right instructions instead of me writing step by step. Okay, write step 1 with this kind of instruction, with this kind of... So, parang i-contextualize mo lang siya in some way. And with that, di ko na siya kailangan gawin from bare hands. I just need to create it a systemized way to do it. So, that's how AI really helped me developing this application in the first place.
Galing. So, dapat, ang gusto ko lang naman maintindihan ng mga nanonood sa atin, ang AI is more than creating fake news.
Yes.
Nagagamit sa coding, preparing your codes,
yes.
Diba?
It actually helped me validate also nung pinakauna. Like yung mga research, kahit yung mga blogs na mga news, sabi kung totoo ba. So, siya na rin yung nagva-validate for me. It's just me na gusto ko may human touch talaga. Kasi iba pa rin kapag nakakausap mo yung tao din. So, parang sa Spider-Man, di ba? Great power comes with great responsibility. So, AI is that. If hindi mo siya ginagamit na maayos, sa maling bagay siya napupunta.
Correct. Then, yun, maintindihan sana ng mga listeners natin na ang AI should also be used for productive.
That's true po.
Yun ang importante. Hindi yun sa mga... Marami kang nakikita ngayon, di ba? Yung ano-ano nakikita ko sa internet.
Mga deepfake po.
Mga deepfake, grabe. Sa mga... Siyempre, mga older people na hindi naman kabisado yung ganitong technology, akala nila totoo eh.
Tama po.
So, yun ang nakakatakot. Now, let's go back to your coding expertise. Sa mga codes, di ba, may mga... Minsan, pag hindi tama, may bugs.
Yes.
Minsan, nagkakaroon ng error. Minsan, nagka-crash, di ba? Sa'yo, sa buhay mo, ano ba yung mga points na tingin mo, nahirapan ka or tingin mo challenging sa buhay mo, nagkakaroon ng error? What are the lessons in life na at a young age na experience mo na?
I think one of the biggest challenges, financial talaga. We didn't come from a wealthy family, to be honest. My mom's mom, my grandmother, naglalabandera, then yung asawa niya nagta-taxi driver. Then from my dad's side, all of them came from a family of farmers. So we came from nothing, to be honest. Then came my dad and my mom who built that first step for us na para hindi namin maranasan yung ganong...
And what's that first step?
They have careers. They became teachers. My dad became an engineer. Because the mindset before was, go get a job, you'll have a good life. And they did that. That's the first step. And di namin naranasan yung sobrang hirap. But we did experience hardship as well. But with a bit of luck, at the same time, yung perseverance, talagang di nila, as long as kaya nila, talagang yung mom ko minsan, makakain lang kayo, masaya na ako. So that struck me really, really hard. Na sabi ko, someday, if ngayon nakagraduate na ako, talagang babalik ko na. Gusto nyo na mag-grab tayo. Kung gusto nyo mag-aliw-aliw tayo. So I think one of that is financial talaga. I want to give back to them.
And I think na-surpass yung financial challenges because of what you said, no? Naging professional sila. But that's through education, di ba?
Yes,
So education is really
power.
very powerful.
It
no?
is.
Na from grandparents na working in very simple jobs, dahil nabigyan nila magandang edukasyon mga magulang mo, naging professional. Sila
Yes.
na nabigyan ka naman ng magandang education.
Yes.
So tuloy-tuloy na yan, generation. I'm sure bibigyan mo anak mo
Of
ng magandang
course.
education, di ba?
Of course.
Diba? So that's a intergenerational contribution.
That's true.
So importante, dito natin makikita yung power of education.
That's very true. Right now with technology, sinasabi nila na hindi important yung diploma, puro diskarte. Pero me kasi, my mom's only wish was, graduate ka lang. Graduate ko, magiging masaya na ako. So, parang pandemic nun eh. So, parang para sa akin, ang hirap naman mag-online modules, ganun. Pero that mission kasi, gusto ko talagang ituloy. Then, parang plus points na lang yung pagiging magna cum laude ko. So, eto,
Plus
Mom,
points na lang yun.
plus points. This is your flowers for giving me the support for my dad na nasa ibang bansa nakatrabaho. This is all for you guys. And that's why ngayon, I encourage everyone, then yung mga juniors ko sa college na huwag kayong titigil kasi nga mahirap man. Pero it's really, really helpful to have opportunities and at the same time, meet people that will help you in the future as well.
Anong contribution ng mga parents mo to where you are right now?
I think you're one of my biggest supporters, to be honest. Since my mom is a teacher, every time I develop an app, kahit nung before pa sumikat yung Rush, pinapalike niya sa mga estudyante. Sabi niya, +1 kayo kapag nilike niyo tong app ng anak ko. So, yun
so,
pa
meron
lang.
ka palang talagang influencer. Meron influencer.
Somewhat. So, sobrang thankful. Sabi ko, okay lang yan. Kahit, at least hindi tayo nagbabayad ng ads. Meron tayong parang ads na rin sa mom ko. And of course, yung dad ko, kahit, kasi yung social media presence ng tatay ko, parang wala po talaga eh. Parang sa kanya naman po yung word of mouth naman. Sabi ko, please like my son's work, ganun. And also my brother. My brother really helps me with the marketing kasi mas bata siya sa akin.
Galing, ha?
So, parang kami lang yung small team talaga sa bahay. Then, of course, my girlfriend. Siya yung gumagawa ng mga designs. So, yung props ko rin sa kanya talagang binibigay ko din. So, we're like a small team. Then, they're the very first reason why I pursued this Rush PH in the first place.
So, when you develop this app, ano yung goal mo? Is it going to be an app that is essential for everyone's life? What is your dream for this app? Ano ba yung naging vision mo for this app?
The dream for me is to be displayed sa mga, di ba may mga TV tayo sa mga stations eh. This app to be displayed na may malaking timer doon. Tapos sabi ko, gawa ko to. So, every station, every bus station, if nakikita nyo na may timer doon, napaparating na, I do believe I can leave a legacy through that. So, that's my long-term vision for it. Then, after ng public transport, why not switch it up also for dun sa planes? Kasi napapansin ko, parang PowerPoint lang yung ginagawa ng Cebu pa, yung mga PAL. So, sabi ko, pwede to gawin dito rin sana sa airplane. So, talagang 5 steps forward na eh. 5 steps ahead na yung tinitingnan ko eh. Pero, sabi nga nila, step by step. Just look at
Sabi niya, step by the step. Diba? Kaya step by step muna tayo.
Yes po. Para sumakses.
Nakausap mo na ba si Secretary Dizon?
Yes.
Ako dito. Mayon, medyo, tech savvy yun talaga.
Yes.
Pag nakausap ko siya, I'll tell him na we should use this app and make it an essential part of our lives. No? Maybe next time, pwede mo integrate traffic rin, di ba?
Yes po, actually, din po yung plan po namin since for EDSA Carousel, traffic is a big thing for EDSA.
Correct.
So, I'm looking for it, planning for it, pero I'll just stick for this one problem first, then let's go forward afterwards.
I'm sure you develop this out of passion.
Yes.
But passion kasi sometimes doesn't pay the bills.
That's true.
That's why tinanong ko nga, what was the original vision? The best is you have the passion and you can sustain itong app na ito para maging productive talaga siya at magamit ng tao for a very long time.
That's true po. Nung una actually, sinasabi nila, what if mag-ads ka? para lang kahit papaano ma-sustain. Pero sabi ko, bilang commuter ba, pag nagkaroon ng ads, gagamitin mo pa? Sabi ko, hindi na kasi may ads na eh. Parang may inis na lang kayo instead na matuwa ka. So, parang sabi ko, oo nga. So, I'll hear the public na no ad. Let's try it first. Kaya ngayon, parang yung goal ko talaga, i-optimize para mas mababa lang yung cost.
Going back to the app, what other features ang ilalagay mo down the road? You mentioned kanina traffic, you mentioned airlines. Have you thought of the other features na?
Yes, I'm planning to do also yung heat maps. If ever, for example, this station na need na magpadala ng maraming bus for this station kasi marami na nakapila. So, having that database station na malalaman would be really helpful for our government and at the same time would be very helpful for our commuters as well kasi data-driven eh.
Alam mo, Joshua, habang kinukwento mo yan, you're proving you're not just a tech creator, you're a policy changer. But for now, we'll take a short break at marami pa tayong pagkwekwentuhan. This is For the Win. Stay with us. Importante na pag-usapan natin ang mental health dahil marami pa rin tayong mga kababayan na hindi naintindihan itong kondisyon na ito. Dapat mapag-usapan natin ito para maintindihan nila kung ano yung pwedeng gawin, sino yung pwedeng puntahan, ano yung pwedeng lunas dito sa mga nararamdaman nila. Ang pinaka-common na mental health condition ay yung depression o yung talagang sobrang lungkot ng tao. Akala natin pagod na pagod lang, kaya pinapatulog lang natin. Pero mas malalim pa pala yung dahilan. Kaya ipinasa namin yung batas on Basic Education Mental Health Program para mabigyan natin ng kaalaman ng ating mga teachers, principals. Binibigyan rin natin ng training o kaalaman ng ating mga magulang tungkol sa mental health. Base sa aming pag-aaral at sa mga kwentong narinig namin sa aming pagdinig o hearing sa Senado, marami tayong mga kabataan na nakakaranas ng ganitong mental health condition. Kaya huwag silang matatakot. Huwag silang mahiya na kausapin ng kanilang mga magulang, kanilang mga teachers, lalo na mga ating guidance counselors dahil alam nila kung anong gagawin. At kami rin, gumagawa pa kami ng maraming programa para makatulong sa ating mga kabataan. Bilang inyong kuya sa Senado, asahan ninyo na naririnig ko ang inyong boses at gumagawa pa kami ng marami pang programa para matulungan ng ating mga kabataan at siguraduhin laging malusog ang pangangatawan at pag-iisip ng ating mga estudyante at mag-aaral. Ito pa rin po ang For the Win podcast at kasama pa rin natin ang Gen Z coder, app developer, Joshua Bumanlag. So, going back to your family, kasi narinig ko kanina that your family became your number one supporter, number one fan, your promoter, but and also nasabi mo kanina about the challenges of your family. Knowing that there are challenges in your family, bakit mo pa rin tinuloy itong app? Knowing that maraming challenges, your family, yourself, bakit mo talagang nagpursige ka na tinuloy mo pa i-develop itong app?
I think it's just because I experienced this problem multiple times already. So from Tondo to Makati, so I ride 2 jeeps, LRT, MRT. So the amount of commuting time is very, very hard. For me to experience that impediment, I don't want na ibang tao din maka-experience. So, mahaba na ngayong commute, bawasan natin yung problema nila, which is the waiting time. So, just lessening, just softening up that problem really helps them kasi nakakataba ng puso. Lalo na ako bilang programmer, isa sa mga goals ko lang talaga, may makagamit ng app. And I'm very, very humbled na maraming gumagamit.
Ilan na ba gumagamit ngayon?
Right now, we're at 8,000. Like yung nag-views pa lang. Then yung mga reporters natin, almost 500 na yung nagre-report. So, napakadami na po talaga.
So, community-generated information.
Yes.
So, kailangan mo ng users, di ba?
Yes po. Then, of course, I have many people in the community na nag-help. Like Facebook groups, yung Commuters of the Philippines Facebook page, How's Your Biyahe na Facebook page. Talagang nakikita ko yung support nila eh. Yung positive tsaka negative comments. Hindi na lang negative, constructive criticism, mga ganun. So, parang it lights a fire under me eh. Pero, tinutuloy ko pa rin siya kasi out of passion talaga. Talagang gusto ko talaga makatulong. Yun talaga.
Malaki ba ginastos mo dito sa app? I mean, walang figures. Just
no figures, but around...
Big or small?
Yeah, it's kind of big.
Ano yan? Sarili mong
Yes,
baon? Sarili mong allowance?
sarili po. Bali, bawat sweldo, parang naglalaan ako ng percent for this one.
Yeah.
Then, feeling ko, okay, sumasobra. Lalaglag ako ng konti, ganun. Tapos, kain lang ako siomai sa pang lunch kapag
Kaya
nasa
ngayon
work.
sinasabi ko nga, despite the challenges financially, tinuloy mo pa rin
Yes.
yung application. Without even knowing whether makakakuha ka ng revenue, di ba? Parang ngayon mo lang pinag-iisipan yan.
Yes po, actually. Talagang gusto ko talagang po talaga makatulong kasi feeling ko may potential po talaga eh. Parang sayang kapag binato ko. So, tulad po ng sabi niyo kanina, meron nang gumawa before, tapos namatay. Parang I don't want to put a tombstone on it yet. So, I think this has a good longevity moving forward. So, that's why I wanted to continue it and integrate it with our current system right now.
May mga times ka ba when you were developing this app or in your life na kumunti ka na mag-surrender?
Multiple times.
Na ayoko na ito, napakahirap or parang walang future tong app or walang support ang family. Kung may mga ganun ka bang instances?
Multiple times actually. When I launched this back April, parang we have 5 users. That includes me, my brother, his 2 classmates, and my girlfriend. So, di mo lang kami gumagamit. So, sabi ko, ano kaya to? So, sabi ko, sige, tuloy lang natin. Try namin i-post sa mga Facebook page. Nung na-post sa Facebook page, ayan na, parang dumadami na yung likes. Then, one interviewer, I think, from ABS reached out to me about it kasi nagko-commute din siya. Then, doon na po nag-boom. So, I think the persistence and luck is there. So, parang ang sinasabi ko nila, hindi siya luck palagi. What if that opportunity comes pero hindi mo alam gagawin? But I knew back then kung anong gagawin ko is to market it. So, that's why I'm very prepared for the opportunity to come. Then, kahit na maraming times na mag-surrender ako, parang sabi ko, may chance palagi.
Dapat ang government mag-support niyan kasi this will help ease the burden of commuting.
It is.
Diba? Which is the job of the government. Trabaho ng gobyerno yan. Not only provide transportation but yung comfort and
It is.
Actually, yung predictability lang ng kung kailan dadating, yun ang importante.
Totoo
sa mga tao para hindi masayang yung oras.
Yes po, tama po talaga. Kasi lalo na yung mga delayed ngayon and mga canceled. What if ang haba ng pila pero hindi mo alam na delayed na pala. Right now, recently may ganun, di ba? And this app, Rush actually predicts that through the reporting system na sinasabi, okay, canceled na guys. Yung iba hindi na pumila kasi nakita nila sa app eh. So, para being aware of this application really would help a lot of people in the first place.
Ano ba ang biggest dream mo bilang isang developer, isang coder, isang anak of a supportive family, bilang isang kuya, bilang isang Filipino? What is your dream? Because you are all of these personalities. Ano bang pangarap mo?
I think my biggest dream is first repay my parents in the first place. So I want to repay them for what they did for me and my brother. Kasi me and my brother, hindi kami sabay nag-private, palagi nagpa-public. If I want to count many times kung sino yung parang favorite in a way, brother ka talaga kasi parang mas marami siyang times na nag-private. So ako parang sacrifice talaga, public talaga. Pero I do believe in that.
Pero makikita naman natin kahit public ka, basta porsigido ka, you can be successful eh.
Actually, kaya I'm very grateful for the journey, to be honest. But going back to the dream, first, I want to repay my parents. And also, as a developer, I want to leave a legacy talaga. I want to go when I was like 50, 55. If I commute, at nakita ko yung app, ako gumawa nito. Sasabihin ko sa mga anak ko, sasabihin ko sa mga apo ko, ako gumawa nito. And they can flaunt it to others as well. Then, I think that will inspire them na even though na may simple problem, there's always a good solution about it. It's all about finding the right problem in the first place.
So, sabi mo, you want to give back to your parents. Anong mensahe mo naman sa mom and dad mo? Na I'm sure nakikinig sila ngayon.
I think my biggest message for them is thank you for believing in me in the first place. I joined a lot of competitions.
Coding.
Yes. Then I lost a lot of competitions. Actually, my nickname in college was Mr. Second Place. Because the amount of second place that I have is far more than my first place. It's 5 versus 28 second places. So, parang bummer. Pero, mom ko, dad ko, post pa rin sila. Sabi ko, galing na anak ko, second place. Thank you. Thank you sa pag-post. Parang, they're my biggest supporters. So, as much as I can, if kaya pa ng mga tuhod nila, talaga, travel ko po talaga sila. I think that's my mom's biggest dream to travel the world. And my dream also to travel the world. Kasi parang best friends ko sila eh.
Kaya talagang sinugurado mong maganda itong app na ito.
Yes,
no?
I really manifested.
So kailangan may revenue dapat in the future. Dapat may revenue.
Sana.
But lahat, like I said, lahat naman ng app started as walang revenue. Eventually, to sustain it, kailangan talaga eh. No? And I think, kausapin ko si Sec Vince kasi ano yan, very dynamic
Thank
at
you po.
magaling yan sa ganitong technology. I'm sure he can put he can be a good partner yung DOTR using this app. Anong ma-advise mo naman sa kanila sa mga batang katulad mo, Gen Z na humaharap sa mga challenges right now?
I think when way back in college, my circle of friends is very very selected talaga. My friends are talagang mga may laki talaga kami sa hirap. Lahat sila may mga, yung ibang kakasama may mga sakyan. Parang kami pag may meeting talagang parang siomai rice, tapos baksilog, mga ganun lang. Talagang super simple ng group of friends ko. But when we join competitions, it's all about grit and perseverance. So bilang Gen Z, or if you want to be a developer, I think my motto in life is diamonds are built under pressure. Go inside an environment na hindi ka familiar. Kasi if you're always in the comfort zone, you're not really
hindi ka
succeeding.
ma-develop ng
Yes.
grit, di ba?
Kasi parang you're only version 1. Parang yung minamanifest mo dapat version 1.
Saan mo nakuha yung attitude ng grit and perseverance? Saan mo nakuha yun? Is it
my
from
dad.
From your dad?
Yes, from my dad. My dad juggled multiple jobs when he was starting out kasi he's from the province, from Tarlac. Then he went from Pasay tapos to Manila na meeting my mom. So, the grit he provided me na ayaw niya talaga kaming magkaroon ng parang palaging 7 to 9 job. Parang bibigyan ko kayo ng magandang buhay para mas maganda. So with that mindset, sabi ko, sige, gagawin ko rin yan kasi kaya ko din eh. But without a proper plan, you're like a horse without like yung ganun. So you're moving crazy. So you need to have a plan as well. That's why having a system, having a support system around you is really, really helpful kasi they guide you. They provide you insights. As pwede rin yung friends if you're not in a good relationship with your family, which I know a lot of people may mga ganun din, gives you insights as well. So I think there are no excuses talaga in building or going through your mission. That's why my motto in life is no excuses, just results.
So yun ang payo mo sa mga Gen Z.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi marami tayong mga Gen Z. In fact, mental health nga is an issue with Gen Z because of pressure, and marami sa mga Gen Z ay challenges sa kanilang buhay, kaya mental health is a real problem. But an advice mo ka sa kanila is kagaya ng sinabi mo, move forward.
Yes.
Diba?
Keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward with grit, with perseverance, at one point magiging successful rin sila. So sa-success rin sila, sabi nga ni Ninya. For this Gen Z na mga kasama mo, pag nakaharap sila ng hamon, what should they do? Kasi yung mga hamon, anything ano yung first step na dapat gawin nila pag nakaharap sila ng challenges? As a coder, maraming challenges.
Yes.
Once upon a time, kumuha rin ako ng coding sa Ateneo. Kasi nung mother ko, ayaw kaming bakante every summer. So, nagkumuha ako ng basic language. ang hirap siya talaga because it's logical eh. You
Yes,
have to
it
think
is.
logical. So, nakita ko na mahirap talaga siya. So, relating to you, no? I'm sure dumaan ka sa hirap. Relating to the Gen Zs na dumadaan sa hirap, ano yung first action step na masasuggest mo sa kanila?
Have a target, have a small goal and a big goal. Because right now, all of the Gen Zs have big goals.
Hmm.
Walang small goals. Kasi big goals are meant to be reached upon the stars eh.
Hmm.
Pero yung iba, kaya mo lang kunin sa tabi ng table mo. Yung iba, kaya mong i-achieve on a, like 1
Eh
week.
pag hindi nila na-reach yung big goals temporarily, anong
Just
suggestion mo?
just stick with your small goals muna. Small wins. Like the low-hanging fruit ones. Kasi it all starts with the habit. Right? It's all about your way of working, your living, your mindset. Kasi right now, mindset is pretty much mindset. Kayang-kaya ko, iisipin ko lang eh.
Hmm.
Pero having it consistently is pretty
Mahirap.
hard. And that's why right now with the Gen Z right now, the current generation, they're pretty much complacent because they do believe that there's jobs waiting for them. There are opportunities waiting for them. But they don't know we have a bunch of people na kahit tapos na graduate 5 years, 10 plus years, naghahanap pa rin ng job.
Hmm.
So sila yung mas hungry. It's all about who's the hungrier talaga. So right now, build the habits na gusto mo talaga ma-achieve kahit yung pag-work.
Dapat winning habit, di
It
ba?
is a winning habit talaga.
Kahit na small wins, basta winning habit.
Yes.
Diba? Tuloy ito yung favorite ko, win. Favorite word ko, win. No, but I like your winning attitude. Kasi importante talaga to think positive all the time. Yun ang rin pinapayo ko sa mga ever na-invite ako sa mga graduations and commencement speaker ako. Yun ang sinasabi ko sa kanila rin na failure, dadating at dadating yan. But you really need to keep on going, keep on moving forward. And like you said, you have to plan. No?
That's true.
Kasi yan nakakalimutan ng minsan ng tao, sige-sige lang, but
Yes
you
po.
need to plan. Let me ask you this question. Anong definition mo ng sumakses or success? Diba? What's your definition? And how do you measure na ikaw ay isang successful o hindi pa?
I think that's one of the biggest and hardest questions. Actually, before this interview, I'm parang na-foresee ko na natatanong dito sa akin. Pero kahit long before pa, I think I'm not pretty much successful yet because my long-term goal is to make my parents retire, make them happy. That's my biggest
So that's
long-term.
part of the measure of success.
Yes, may KPI.
Oh, your KPI.
Yes.
Yung parents mo dapat maging happy.
Yes,
Which
happy.
is magandang attitude yan because you're putting your parents first.
But as a developer, I think I'm going there already. My success is pretty much within arm's reach na eh. But it's all about me if I want to continue or not. Right now, a lot of people wants to buy me out. Parang,
Talaga?
yes. Wow. Actually, one VC reached out. Then they want to buy the Rush. Sabi ko, not yet because I have plans ahead pa eh. So, I think yun din yung parang kanina parang sa mga nire-regret ko ba ng decision, baka yun din yung baka isa sa. Pero hindi eh, kasi parang hindi masama yung loob ko eh.
Tsaka hindi mo pa feel eh,
yes,
diba? Parang timing, everything's timing.
Tama po. Actually, I do believe in that concept as well. But going back, if I want to measure success, I want to see myself na ginagamit lahat ng tao yung app ko. If may isa pang hindi gumagamit, parang di pa tapos yung goal ko.
Mission.
Yes, the mission. So if I want to help a lot of people, let's help one by one. And right now, I'm helping a lot. And during the interview, parang naramdaman ko na, ito na yan, magka-start na. I want to prepare myself for the big one. And right now, it's within arm's reach na nga po.
Where do you see yourself in the next maybe 5, 10 years? Ikaw, si Joshua, where do you see yourself?
I see myself as a problem solver. I'll go to provinces. I'll go to mga isolated places. Can I help these people with the help of technology right now? I think we can do something. So helping a lot of people is really my passion talaga. Kahit long before. Like yung pagpapahiram ng ballpen, pahiram ka ng papel. Parang yung mga small things na yun, nag-accumulate siya eh. Parang nagiging habit na nga po, di ba? So, ngayon, parang naging habit ko na nga po talagang tumulong ng tao. And hopefully,
Actually,
tuloy-tuloy pa rin.
Inspiration ka sa mga Gen Z. At sa akin, dahil yung sinabi mong naging habit na tumulong, I think that should be the case. Dito sa atin kasi, alam mo yung crab mentality, have you heard of that? Medyo, diyan rin minsan nakikita natin among us, ourselves. No? So, even ako, I always tell myself, dapat wag grab mentality. Dapat yung mentality yung katulad mo na, paano ba makatulong? Ano bang problem masosolve natin? Paano ba tayong maka-assist sa mga constituents natin? Instead of pahila, pasulong. Diba?
Tama po. Kaya that's why I really like my circle kasi they enjoy me being in the spotlight, not them pulling me out of the spotlight. So having a good environment also really helps me to keep moving forward. So I have my flowers, and right now, if this becomes successful, I'll give them their flowers because sila talaga yung first step eh. Ba't ako nag-move forward?
Good. And I'm sure kasama sa flowers mo yung girlfriend mo.
Yes.
Well, Joshua, thank you for joining us. You're an inspiration to young people na katulad mo. We need to look for inspirations eh. No matter how big, how small, importante na inspired tayo sa mga stories. Kaya ginawa namin tong podcast para ma-inspire mga katulad mo, mga coders, mga katulad mo na age, at yung mga iba rin na katulad ko. So, thank you for joining us, Joshua.
Thank you rin po for inviting me po.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Narinig natin ang kwento ni Joshua, from realest to real wins. Joshua, maraming salamat. Hindi lang sa oras mo, kundi sa paniniwala mo sa ating bansa. Hindi ka lang gumawa ng app, gumawa ka ng landas. Ika nga, win-win. Sigurado akong marami ka ring na-inspire. Nasa laban ng buhay, dapat driver ka ng sarili mong tagumpay. Ako po si Win Gatchalian, at sa bawat pagsubok sa buhay, lagi niyo pong tandaan, manalig ka, laban lang for the win.